Previously on Aquarius.
Tina Greenwood reported missing right after Thanksgiving.
Who is this?
I gotta go. Business to take care of.
It's that creep sending me those photographs. I recognize that voice.
Johnson bullied the South Vietnamese into a ceasefire deal. We tell Saigon we'll offer them a better deal after the election. What you're suggesting is in violation of the Logan Act.
My wife, Jeannie.
Dinner smells wonderful. We already ate. If you want some, there's dishes in there. You can have the rest.
I'm Dennis. You got some good music in you.
It's card.
Yeah?
Mr. Wilson's house for you.
I found it. The needle and the
That was for work. That was just for work. I said, make it look like...
You know, look me in the eye and tell me that that's the truth.
Yes, that is the truth. Folger, Abigail Ann, blood type B. Frykowski, Wojtek, blood type B. Parent, Stephen Earl, blood type B. Sebring, Thomas John, blood type O. Polanski, Sharon Marie, blood type O. The following samples were taken from various locations within the Polanski house and exterior. Blood on block wall, which separates entry hall from living room, type O. Blood near southern portion of the living room, type B. Blood pool, an area of Polanski's body and Sebring's body, and rope they were tied with, type O. Blood on shutter of master bedroom door leading to the outdoor area. Also large blood pool on floor beneath the shutter, both type B. Blood on walkway from master bedroom exit toward area where Abigail Folger was found, type B.
Ryan, I said breakfast. Come on. You're really gonna be late now. You do not look good.
You take that out of here.
You're soaking wet, but you don't have a fever.
Please get it out of here.
Get what out of here?
The smell is gonna be...
Ryan, it's just coffee. What is this? Yes, you do.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
The cam mechanism inside the phone will open and close 6 times as the dial returns to the home position, thus sending 6 pulses to the central office.
How you know so much about this?
Well, men work for the phone company. But anyway, it's just racks of mechanical switches. You dial and the line selector uses the clicks on your rotary phone to figure out which rack to connect your call to. You dial a 5 and it goes to the 5 series rack. Then you dial a 7, it goes to the 7 rack in the 5 series and so on. You get it?
Nope.
To trace a call on a mechanical switch, they gotta check where that wire runs to, then see where that wire runs to. And if it's a long distance call, they gotta go to the central office that connected that call to the city. Then...
Why can't you just say we're not going to be able to trace the guy that called me? Oh, that's right. You could never just say anything.
Well, here's the thought. Next time he calls, just ask him where he is. Cut out the middleman.
Why don't you just spill coffee a couple more places and say that's the way it's supposed to look? Like polka dot thing. Or change.
Change to what?
The way you eat, you don't bring a spare shirt to work? Last Monday, your desk, after you took down that macaroni salad, looked like you don't have thumbs.
Spare shirt. What am I, made of shirts? You're cute.
Well, you're not.
So let me borrow a shirt.
Sweet the way you think I want a bag.
Where is she?
Who?
Emma. I told her to go talk to you. She didn't come back.
But I thought you were her, and she is you, and all that other confetti you blow up those poor kids' cornhole, so... Seems like you shouldn't have to ask where she
Can you tell her to go see her mommy and daddy or something?
She wouldn't have, even if I did. She told me she was free and happy where she was, unless she was lying.
She wasn't.
Fine, but still. Your love's all about freedom, right? So you told her to go see me and she did? Maybe she just kept right on going.
Ever know something you don't know how you know it? You just know it because you know people, detective. You detect their whys and wherefores.
Your point to this?
Emma's gone her own way before when she wanted to. This time she didn't want to.
You seem really worried about it.
You're sure enjoying it, huh?
Oh, yeah. Last night, as I went to sleep, I thought tomorrow I hope to stand around in the alley behind the station talking to some hairy, bug-eyed munchkin. And here we are.
You can joke on me all you want, but something's happened to her. Something she didn't choose. Well, I don't got the resources to find out what. But you do. So I'm putting it down here. If you don't pick it up, it'll be on you. Got enough haunting you already.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Ask him here, Sam. Cafe Schwada. Is that right? Cafe Schwada. Iced coffee.
Well, ice milk coffee, to be more exact. You're a lawyer. I assume you like things to be defined exactly.
You were right, I do. It's very strong.
Saganese, in particular, find coffee in the West to be ineffective.
I can see that. It's very sweet, also.
That's the condensed milk. But please, if you don't like it...
Can I tell you? I'm a black coffee man. I was prepared to suffer through this for diplomacy's sake, but it's delicious. I'm not suffering at all.
When the French first planted coffee in Vietnam, it thrived. A success by any standards but theirs. They wanted their café au lait, but we didn't have enough dairy cows to satisfy them. So they used condensed milk, the canned milk, which gives it its sweetness also.
And the ice?
Our country is very hot. Over the years, a belief has arisen that Café Schwada can be a bridge between people.
Is that right? How so?
Drinking it together helps people relax. It can make messages easier to deliver and difficult things easier to say.
This 11th hour ceasefire. The peace talks in Paris. I have a message about them, a message from my boss to yours.
What is it?
To hold on till after the election. Hold on, because he is gonna win. When he does, the Nixon presidency will give General Chu the support he needs and not leave him hung out to dry on the world stage.
A very important message. Delivered very well.
It's true. That coffee is a bridge.
Meg, who are they here to see?
The one lady asked for Sergeant Navis about a traffic accident.
Are they right?
No, she found a missing persons that just got put together with a hit-and-run fatality on Rossmore. He was an older man, her fiancé, she says. Isn't that sweet? I mean, and sad, because he's dead. Why?
Yeah, there's just something familiar about those two. Not in a good way.
Well, they know crap shoot.
Yeah, that's not helping very much. Did the other one sign in?
No?
I'm telling that we're keeping a statistical record of all our walk-in visitors to better help serve the needs of the community.
We are.
Yes?
Why are you lurking up here? I thought Cutler was out of town this week.
Not lurking. Come here. Vera Boyko. They're both Ukrainian. Maybe they remind me of my grandma.
She wants the accident report on him so she can file it with California Life Annuity Insurance. Except I don't have it, so I gotta go check why the coroner hasn't signed off, because I have nothing else to do today.
I could go for it.
Why? Why would you do that?
There's just something bugging me about those two. Maybe talking to string will jog my memory. You won't owe me a favor, all right?
Oh, I know I won't. I didn't ask. You volunteered?
Why can't you just ever be happy? You hammer toe? Hit-and-run fatality, old guy. Sergeant Navis said you hadn't released the accident report yet. David Koch, 77, multiple rib fractures, skull fracture. I'm just waiting on the toxicology. Why? What do you think that was showing?
Well, he didn't step off a curb or cross against the light in one of your more traditional hit-and-run scenarios. Mr. Koch got run over while he was lying down in an alley. So I'm assuming either liquor or drugs.
That's it! You know Joe Wilson?
Before my time. But we played poker at your place once, I think.
Dear God.
I'll take that. I know what that is. So Joe's old guy was run over when he was lying down, too?
That I don't remember, but now I do remember who showed up to claim the body. Miss Crabtree? Miss Boyko? Hi. Thank you for waiting so patiently.
Kodiak. It's a Ukrainian name.
It is, that's right.
But ви говорите по-українськи?
Добрий день, Дякую, прошу, That's about the limit of my repertoire. My grandmother was from Lviv, but she died when I was very young. Oh, I also know how to say, Samson would make your babunia very happy if you would become a priest. What's the word for priest?
Священник.
Священник, yes.
You did not listen, did not listen.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. The report that you wanted is not ready yet. The coroner has a backlog of cases and he's understaffed, so apologies.
То чи добре, чи не добре? Не добре. Неспокійно. She's frustrated very much. She's feeling like she cannot mourn for her loss while all of this is overhanging.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to make this case a priority for my countrywomen who remind me of my babunia, okay? But it's still going to take a little time, so you will have to come back.
When?
Tomorrow? Okay.
Exactly.
So what, now they're leaving?
Yeah, but they'll be back tomorrow. Oh, and also I think they might be murderers.
Body's what you'd expect from a hit and run. A lot of blunt force to the upper body.
He wasn't lying down. They do a toxicology?
Yeah, his blood level was Irish.
In and of itself, not suspicious.
It was the crime scene that heaved me. They found a bicycle man with the front wheel removed.
Well, maybe changing a flat tire.
Well, they found the wheel that wasn't flat.
No car parts or glass frags?
No headlight pieces, no debris, nothing. And then there was an ID head on him, a folded up piece of paper with his name written on it.
Yeah, but Joe, the guy was 82. We'll be lucky when we're 82 if all we need reminding about is our names.
Well, you might be right, but look, it just doesn't seem like the note was for him so much. It seemed like it was more for us. And then Vicky Veracos and the other one show up, claiming to be the corpse's long-lost cousin.
Asking for the case report.
For the insurance policy. I mean, I wasn't happy, but what was I gonna do? So you called me in here to make me feel bad about the case I shanked, huh?
Here's the deal I want to make you. I want to lock up those two biddies. If not for murder, then at least for insurance fraud. In your memory.
Well, I'm not dead, but thanks. Well, it couldn't happen to a nicer pair of evil old broads. So what deal are we making?
I've been getting these photos sent to me. Anonymous.
Fan mail type thing? Is she cute?
Girls tied up, terrified. One's been connected to a body now. And yesterday I got a call at my desk from the guy.
Yeah, what'd he say?
Nothing helpful, but the voice sounded familiar. And after today, trying so hard to remember where I knew those grandmas from and realizing it was one of your old cases, I thought maybe this guy's from one of my old cases. So I thought maybe you could go over my closed homicides, follow up on the actors, maybe see if anybody's been paroled. This is your mission. Please choose to accept it. Thank you.
Sam,
Jeannie, hi.
I am so sorry we weren't at Opal's funeral, Sam. The dad was just sick as a dog.
I understand. Are you looking for Ed?
No, silly. He's at a leadership conference in San Pedro.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know if you...
I made you my 3-layer ribbon loaf.
You really did.
I remembered how much you loved it at Beverly's confirmation.
Yes, I said that.
You did! The top layer is shrimp salad. Middle is nut and olive. Then deviled ham and pimento. So much chopping.
That whole loaf is for me?
Hope you're hungry.
So where are the kids?
They're at my sister's.
So you made this 3-layer ribbon loaf and put on this lovely outfit and dropped your kids off with your sister and drove all the way here from Hancock Park while Ed was in San Pedro from me. Jeannie.
Oh, Sam. I'm sorry. I'm so
There's
sorry.
nothing to be
Oh my
sorry
God.
about. I don't think you thought this through.
I can't. I'm so tired. I'm so. I'm sorry. You must think I'm so stupid.
No one thinks you're stupid, Jeannie.
Oh. Ed thinks I'm stupid.
No, Ed loves you.
No. Ed had an affair with Opal. Did you know that? Yes, but you did.
I know Ed made a mistake, and I know he's sorry. And I know that doesn't justify it. And I know that you're a saint, and he doesn't deserve you, and you don't deserve this.
I also don't want to be the one who tells tales out of school, but I know that when Ed gets back, he's going to take you on a big romantic trip to Catalina. Carmel.
That'll be lovely. I won't tell him I knew about it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like your legs. It's real cozy.
Get up and dance on the wall.
You misunderstand me, friend.
So, I sure don't get why you're laughing. I almost beat you to death in your own house once. I claim you in mine. Why wouldn't I just shoot you?
Even in the face of death, I do not cling to life.
I was an altar boy, derelict. Sit down. Don't quote scripture to me and think that I'm gonna think you made it up. What were you trying to prove doing this? Huh? Just showing me you're good at sneaking into places you're not wanted? I already knew that.
I came to ask if you'd found Emma.
Not yet.
Like your music boxes, man. About to see how
Sit down. How'd you find my address anyway?
I was wandering around outside your station house till I come upon a pink-cheeked young buck in uniform. And I told him I was your confidential criminal informant. And that you had told me to meet you at your place, of which I forgot the address. I was waiting on the landing for you for a while, but then I saw your balcony. It made me wonder. And I don't like to wonder. I like to know. What's that you dropped there?
Oh, that is a 3-layer frosted ribbon loaf.
Loaf of cake or bread or
No,
cake or...
I'm not sure. It's unclear. You're welcome to try to find out if you'd like. Investigate.
Who made it? Your woman?
No.
You got a woman?
No.
You been married? You seem like you'd be married. Not that you want to, but that you would be.
I've been married. You?
Yeah, a couple of times. Oh, give me a taste, though. I'll tell you a tale. Rosalie. Her dad was a good buddy of mine when I was working at Wheeling Downs.
You. Working?
Yes, sir. Clearing out the stables, taking care of the horses. Anyway, cowboy Willis. Rosie was his daughter. We wanted to make a life for ourselves in California, you know. Get away from people thinking they knew all what we were. I keep thinking the frosting's gonna be sweet, but it's more like a cheese.
How about Rosalie?
See, right before we left, Rosie got pregnant. So I stole the Mercury to drive us out. I wanted her to be comfortable. You know? But in L.A., some cop runs our license plates, and my probation gets revoked. 3 years in terminal.
What'd Rosie do?
She kept with me for a while. You know, bring the kid to visit and such. And she served me with the papers while I was in the joint. Last I heard, she and Charlie Jr. were living with some farmer cat back in Appalachia.
You said you married twice. Who was the second one?
Leona. She was one of my girls. We got arrested in New Mexico. I was pimping around Lordsburg.
You were pimping out your own wife?
Wasn't married then. No, after Lordsburg, I was looking at the Mann Act. So I married her so she couldn't testify against me.
That's smart. Smart.
Yeah, she did, though. They scared her into it. Wouldn't have been hard. Her being pregnant and all.
What'd Leona do then?
She stuck around for 2-3 years. Didn't come up to visit, though. Never met the kid. She ended up taking him back to Denver. Another Charlie Jr., in case you're wondering.
So you got one boy you've seen a couple times and one you've never seen, huh? That's tough.
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's like any other change you pass through. Expands your consciousness, man. Pain is like fear. Helps you grow. Grow so you get to the now. What? You don't believe it?
No. Neither do you.
No. Why you say that?
You don't use your pain and fear to get any place. You don't use them to grow. You don't use them at all. You use people. You think you deserve to. And your pain and your fear are the reasons you think you do. I'm a detective, remember? I detect the whys and the wherefores. Damn it, I'm gonna eat some of that. Now, you want some more? Let's try not to be savages. Let's use some silverware.
Need another blanket?
No. What is that?
It's grapefruit juice and a peanut butter sample. Milk of magnesia. It's supposed to help with constipation and diarrhea. Not sure how I could do both exactly.
Who says? Who said that?
My brother. I called and I told him that my social welfare class was talking about drug addiction. And I asked about those VA detox programs and what goes on in those. I told him that it was for me. After school.
Cramp.
Hey, let me rub it. Just give me.
No. Touch it.
He said that the length of withdrawal depends on how long the person's been taking heroin and how much of it. He said, however long and however much, the person says it's always longer and more.
Leadership. Communication skills.
If you say so.
5 million guys saying so. Lawyers, bankers. You know, out at Terminal Island, there's a waiting list to take the course, because if you do it right, you can sell ice to an Eskimo, Jack. Hell, you're doing it in your job, you don't even know it.
Oh, yeah? I'm winning friends and influencing people?
Sure are. Because you're pushing an idea. An idea that some two-bitch schmo sitting across from you should jam himself up, put himself in jail, and you're a say-so. Hey, he doesn't want to buy that. How do you make it?
You tell me, Dale Carnegie.
You begin in a friendly manner. You're genuinely interested. You let him do the talking. You make the fault seem easy to correct. You arouse in him an eager want, right? Yeah. You appeal to his nobler motives. You let that man feel that the idea is all his.
Is that what you do with those young girls? How you get them to leave their mamas and come serve you naked and barefoot up in Topanga? You make them think it was their idea?
Ain't in Topanga no more. That place was locked into a bad trip.
Oh, you seem pretty happy up there to me.
Lucky for me, then, I met a guy at the tippy top of it in the music world. He gave me and mine a standing invitation.
Good for you.
Lives up above Sunset. Up there in the hills. A Rolls and a Ferrari.
Must be nice.
It is.
What'd you say he does again?
He's a musician, man. Dennis Wilson.
Right.
The Beach Boys?
Yes. Yeah. I'm surprised, though, you. I mean, he seems a little all-American for you. A little hokey. A little square.
Well, that's his part he has to play. But inside, he's looking for something real. Just like I am.
Is that what it is about Emma?
What is?
You got a lot of girls around you.
More all the time.
That makes sense for a guy coming from being a pimp, but what doesn't make sense to me is your focus on Emma. And what is she, the prettiest? Best in sack? Lord knows she's not the most obedient.
Well, she's finding her way. Got a lot of programming to get free of, but she's a good girl. Helpful girl.
Must be. Very helpful for you to ask a cop to help find her. Especially me. What's she so helpful with?
It's just something that's fascinating about her. I don't know if I even know what it is, but people can't get enough.
People like Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys?
Dennis for sure, but his buddies too. You know, his big world by the tail buddies. People like Greg Jacobs, Terry Melcher. Terry's the son of a damn movie star, but one look at Emma, she's got him.
Maybe she's the real you all are looking for so hard.
Maybe.
Maybe she left you. So maybe the real isn't looking for you.
There's a whole world out there that's real. A whole world that starts where this one ends. You know, maybe our love has been corrupted so bad that you and I, we just can't see it anymore.
I've seen it. More than once. Had a different name every time. Quasiline, Leyte, Okinawa.
You know, Plainfield, school for boys. 13, I was ganged in the feed bins in the dairy silo. They used tobacco juice. I asked Jesus to come and take me, but he wasn't listening. Now, why would I tell you something like that? It must be this rot gut here.
Or maybe I aroused in you an eager want to tell.
Thanks. Should've known it from the very start. This girl was gonna break my heart. Listen now, I'm telling you, keep away from a runaround Sue. Yeah. Oh, oh. Here's a story from a guy who knows. Fell in love and my love still grows. It's skinny fools you ever knew that say, stay away from a runaround Sue. Come on, hey, hey. Oh, 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 oh,
I gotta collar some sleep before my next shift, so let's call it a night.
okay.
Yeah. Let's use the door this time, not the drain pipe.
But, what about our business? You finding Emma?
I'll look for Emma today. Oh.
Feels good. Bygones and all. Burying the hatchet.
Burying hatchets does feel good.
What time is it?
Tomorrow? Can you try to drink something, please?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe in a minute. Thank you. being kind. Well, you don't have to be. I've been lying to you. You should tear me apart.
My brother would write me from over there about all these grunts he knew who were using to get through it. To chase away the things they had to do. And just not think about being there. And then he came home. And he brought you with him.
You wearing a green dress. Reading a book. Poetry.
Gwendolyn Brooks. Are you doing it then?
Not anymore.
I didn't know what I was looking at exactly, but I knew something was there. Enough that I almost asked right then whether one of those grunts had been you. Almost. But I didn't ask. I saw it in you the moment that I met you. And I married you anyway. So no, I am not being kind right now. I am just accepting the part of this that's mine. Okay, just lift your toes up like this.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby.
Can I leave a message? Great. Can you have him call Detective Sam Hodiak at the Hollywood Division? No, it's not about anything he's done. Mm-mm. It's information on a matter that concerns him. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
That diva was kicked to death in the yard. Stu Wilkinson died of some kind of cancer.
Oh, no.
And Lonnie Thompson fell off the Terracino. Jamie Perez was old.
It's all good news to me.
And I've been thinking about might want to come back.
Come back where? Here? Detective squad?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, no, you got it made. You're self-employed.
Yeah, but I hate my boss.
But you don't remember how it is. It's all paperwork and phone calls, and you hate the phone, and you can't spell.
Yes.
Remember the Lou used to offer cash prizes to anyone who could translate your reports. Remember Grail Frit?
Grapefruit.
No,
You knew
it's
what I meant.
Grail Frit. Grail Frit. You here?
Yep.
Tell me so tight. All right, I have a plan, and I was going to use one of the guys here. But since you want to be unretired, I guess that guy is you. Ladies, dobry den.
We came back, how you say. You were busy. But if you have a report, we can go.
Oh, I'm sorry, the report is not quite ready, but this is perfect timing because this gentleman showed up today and he needed some more information. And it makes more sense for him to get it from you than from me, so.
And he's who?
George Babin from California Life Annuity Insurance. Just have some questions, some policy discrepancies. Can I make a phone call, and then is there somewhere I can question Mrs. Boyko's and Crouch?
Absolutely. Officer Frazetta?
Yes, if you just follow me. Go ahead. Can I get you ladies any coffee or...
No.
I mean, personally, I could stay there all day.
Say, man, I want to be a cop again. I want to come back to the station.
Holy! Separate them! Separate, All right, I'll be in a minute. Joe, this is my uncle, Daniel Hodiak.
Oh,
Those two nasty biddies were from an old case of Joe's. Joe Wilson.
well, it's a pleasure. Well, anyway,
What do you got?
The one sitting in the says, you see what's happening? And the one sitting says, be quiet. The one standing says, we didn't have any problems. This is all your fault because you're greedy. And then the one sitting says, that's what you say. And the one standing says, oh, sure. He loved his wife and cousin he didn't even know he had.
I knew it, and that's when the one sitting went for the jugular, right?
She went for the jugular when she said, You're gonna jail, Vera, honey. They are gonna lock you up. And bingo.
Hello.
Sam Hodiak.
Really? What do you want?
I want to know where Emma is.
What do you mean where she is? You know where she is. She's...
No, she isn't. Did she come back home?
No?
Do you know where she might be?
Ask my wife.
I'm asking you.
Well, I don't know, so I'm telling you, ask my wife.
Here's a call for you, Detective. If you're leaving, I can take a message.
Who is it?
Dennis Wilson?
I'll take it here.
Okay, it's on line 2.
Hey, Mr. Wilson. Hi, this is Detective Hodiak. Thanks for getting back to me. I'm a big fan. Yeah, no, I'm calling about a house guest of yours, Charles Manson. Yeah. Do you have a minute to talk about him? Because it would be remiss of me as an officer of the law not to tell you everything I know.